Hey y'all, we are back on the road with two of my favorite musicians and fastly becoming two of my favorite players. This is Charles Rose, this is Jim Cox, and let's start with you, Charles. Trombone player from the Shoals Horns. That is incredible. How long have you been working with Lyle?
With Lyle since 1994.
That's very cool. And then you, Jim, how long have you been in this particular band?
2005, off and on.
That is incredible. Jim, how many fingers do you have? Keyboard player extraordinaire, y'all, for real. Every night. Oh, for real. It's amazing what you do every night. Is there any special way you prepare for this gig?
No.
Just get up and do it.
Pretty much, yeah. I don't have a keyboard in the hotel room or anything, so it's just, it's sound check is the first. That's pretty much my practice routine.
Do you have a favorite part of the show or a favorite song in the show?
I like sitting back and listening to the Bluegrass Boys play. That's where I'm not a participant. I can just be the audience. I dig it. Yeah.
And sit back and enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Charles, one of the things I've learned from this gig, which I will carry with me for the rest of my career, is not to sing over the beautiful horn arrangement. let them live, for real.
You can sing over the ones that aren't so beautiful.
See, but it's really, as a singer, it's instinct to fill in all the spaces. And now when I'm really learning this on this gig, to let the spaces live. And that's something I'm learning from Lyle as well. Can you talk about, we're going to talk about the Shoals Horns in a minute, but can you talk about some of the amazing singers that you've worked with that get that point to let the music live? They don't have to take up all the space.
Well, we've worked with a lot of blues and R&B singers through the years, and that's the whole deal there, especially with the voice versus the horn, is the call and response.
Mm-hmm.
So my first instinct is to never tread on the vocal.
And I'm doing the opposite, because I tread on solos sometimes, just in and out, but now I'm learning to let them live. Can you talk a bit about the history of the Shoals Horns?
Well, I'm considered an original member, although the group predates me a year or so.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm the only one left. The other three guys, Harvey Thompson, who was also in the large band for years and years, and Harrison Calloway was the trumpet player, and Ronnie Eads the bass player. They were all 8, 9, 10 years older than me, much more experienced. So the first couple of years, it was basically I was learning from them.
I bet. And what a group to learn from.
Yeah.
What I want to touch on now is, for the both of you, your encyclopedic knowledge of players and singers and recordings. We're on the bus sometimes, guys, or in the dressing room sharing a piece of music, and somebody will walk in and say, who is that playing drums on that track, or who is playing that solo? These guys, they don't compete with each other, but it's just a conglomeration of information that they both store.
Useless information.
It's really uncanny. It's really uncanny to see it go down. And
no, I'm a poor second to Jim.
No.
As you call him.
I don't know. It's just really uncanny. So where you like, I'm the last guy to leave the movie theater. I read credits, start on the back of LPs and then with the CD booklets. But you guys take it to another level. When did you notice you had this gift or thirst for knowledge, or what would you call it?
Well, my story is, growing up and just getting all the radio station surveys, and at that time they listed, the title, the artist, the label, and so it became second nature to you. Oh, well, he's on Atlantic, or he's on Amy, or he's on whatever, and then looking at backs of album covers. And then when I was fortunate enough to get to work with a lot of the artists when I moved to LA, any bits of trivia I didn't know from any producer or any arranger or any artist, who played the guitar on that? Who was the arranger on that? And then they'd have a story about that, and so you could get it firsthand from the people that were there. That if like for example, the Motown records never had, all through the '60s never had any credits.
Yeah. I think Marvin Gaye's "What's Going On." Okay, here's my contribution. I think that was the first record with credits. I have heard that. I don't know if that's
Oh, the first
true.
Motown record?
Yes.
I would believe that.
Yeah, that's what I have been told. How about you, Charles? Were you always reading credits and absorbing them?
Well, I grew up with three brothers, and we were always listening to music, and so we had the record albums. We just studied the backs of the album covers. Where was this recorded? Who was playing what instrument? So that's what I miss. I miss that with the CDs and the downloads.
Me too. Because these
although
are the
it's
people.
Still there, but you can really, Wikipedia is a great source now.
But they can't outstump you guys. You guys are walking and talking, and it's amazing. It is amazing. Well, I just wanted to introduce you to these two again. I'm saying if you don't see this show, you are missing something very special. It's a pleasure for me to work with you both.
Oh,
same here.
Thanks for sharing this little time with us, and we'll see you guys all soon.
Adios.
All right. Easy. Hit it one more time.